Welcome to the channel. Today we'll be reading Measuring Time with a Clock with Measuring Mania. Here's the table of contents. Chapter 1. Clocks with hands and clocks with numbers. Buzz buzz goes Kate's alarm clock. Time to get up. Kate needs to get ready. The school bus will come in half an hour. How many minutes are in half an hour? Measuring time on a clock will help you find out. This is what time do you wake up for school? What time do you guys wake up? Clocks with faces and hands are called analog clocks. Digital clocks have only numbers. Look around. What kind of clocks do you see? The one on the left says the clock on the wall is analog. The clock on the wall is analog. The clock on the microwave is digital. Measuring time helps us keep track when things happen. What time does the ball game start? How many minutes of recess are left? When is lunchtime? It helps us know how long things take. 2. How many minutes do the cookies bake? How long will you brush your teeth? Let's measure time. Brush your teeth twice a day and brush for at least 2 minutes. To do the activities in this book, you will need paper plates, paper fasteners, cardstock paper, markers, scissors, index cards. Gather what you need. Chapter 2, Units of Time. Juan is making clocks in math class. Each analog clock has 2 hands. The little hand points to the hour. The big hand shows the minutes. Hours and minutes are units for measuring time. See, it says analog clocks have 2 hands. See, the small one he's putting on the 3, and the bigger one is at the 12. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, but a clock face has only 12 numbers. On a clock, there are 5 minutes between each number. How many 5-minute blocks are in 1 hour? Some clocks show seconds. There are 60 seconds in a minute. The second hand moves really fast. When the minute hand moves from 12 to 1, 5 minutes have passed. See, it shows right there from the big hand going from 12 to the 1. Math class is over at 9 o'clock. The hour hand points to 9. The minute hand is at 12. A digital clock shows 9 o'clock. 9 and then 2 zeros. This is another way to say 9 o'clock. The hour is on the left of the colon. The colon is the 2 little periods. The minutes are on the right. Recess begins at 1. Kate and Juan play outside for half an hour. The minute hand moves halfway around the clock to the 6. Recess ends at 1:30. Make your own clock. It's an activity. You can make a clock too. You can practice telling time. The instructions are: number 1, write the numbers 1 through 12 around the edge of the paper plate. 2, cut out 2 hands from the cardstock paper. Make one hand long and the other short. 3. Poke a hole in one end of each hand. Attach them to the center of the clock with a fastener. 4. Now you can practice. Set the clock to 9. Now try 12 and 1:30. It's fun to move the hands, isn't it? 5. Practice showing time on the hour. Here are examples: 3, 4, and 8. 6. Now try time on the half hour. Try 2:30, 5:30, and 10:30. Keep practicing. Chapter 3. How long does it take? Juan rides his bike for an hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes. The hour hand moves from one number to the next. Juan starts riding at 4. What time is he finished? If you said 5, you're right. Kate reads a book for half an hour. Half an hour is 30 minutes. Kate reads from 6 to 6:30. At 6:30, the long hand points to the 6. Juan's cookies need to bake for 10 minutes. It takes 5 minutes for the minute hand to move from one number to the next. The minute hand is on the 12. Juan puts the cookies in the oven. He counts the minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The minute hand is on the 1 after 5 minutes. He counts 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10 minutes, the minute hand is on the 2. The cookies are done. Yum. Measuring time by fives. There are 5 minutes between numbers on the clock. Practice measuring time by 5 minutes. Use your practice clock from the first activities. Instructions. Think things that take you 5, 10, 15, 20, or 30 minutes to do. Write them on index cards. Shuffle the cards. Put them face down in a pile. Choose a card. Move your clock hands at many minutes. Keep practicing until the cards are all done. Chapter 4. A time for every activity. There are 24 hours in a day. This means the little hand points to each number on the clock twice a day. There are 9 o'clock each morning and again in the evening. We use AM and PM. To tell them apart, we use an AM when a time is between midnight and noon. Noon is 12 p.m. lunchtime. We use PM for times between noon and midnight. At 12 o'clock noon, it's lunchtime. At 12 o'clock midnight, it is dark. You're asleep at midnight. Kate has softball practice on Saturday at 2. Today's practice ended at 3:07. How long did Kate play ball? She uses the clock hands to figure it out. It takes 12 minutes to walk home from the ball field. If Kate leaves the ball field at 3:15, what time will she get home? If you said 3:27, you're right. Match that time. Juan and Kate made a matching game. You could make your own game too. Grab a friend and play together. Match the activities to the correct time. Write activities on the index cards. Write the time when you do each activity on the different cards. Shuffle the activity cards. Put them face down in one pile. Lay out the time cards face up. To play, take turns pulling out an activity card. to find the time card that matches the activity. You can use these activities and times or make up your own. Have fun! Chapter 5. You can measure time. Clocks are everywhere. They're on a wall and in cell phones. Clocks are even in cars. People use clocks to measure time every day. Now you can too. Here are more fun ways to measure time. Draw 2 clocks on a piece of paper. Make one clock show your bedtime. Make the other clock show what time you get up. How many hours do you sleep? Look at the time on a digital clock. Draw an analog clock with the same time. Time how long it takes to do things. Some ideas are brushing your teeth, go grocery shopping, visit the library, clean your room, color a picture, count the clocks in your home. Which one do you use the most? This is the glossary. AM, AM, before noon, between midnight and noon. Analog, and a log. And a log, a type of clock with a face and hands. Digital, 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 a type of clock with numbers separated by a colon. Midnight, 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 12 o'clock at midnight. Noon, 12 o'clock in the daytime. PM, 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 afternoon between noon and midnight. Units, 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 standard amounts of time, standard amounts that are used to measure things. And here's for more information. Here's the index. So we'll see